from New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of January 27th through February 1st. I'm Abby Bowman.
And I'm Chase Fulton. Top in our newscast this week, school system holds county science fair, middle school students selected for Eastern District Honors Band, and partially students compete in the first round of the National Geographic Bee.
New Hanover County Schools held its annual science fair last week in the gymnasium of Murray Middle School. Students in grades 3 through 12 entered their projects in categories such as biological science, earth science, physical science, as well as technology and engineering. YSN reporter Bobby Blue has all the details on this year's fair.
Each of us is affected every day by science and its innovations. In this decade, scientists have stepped into the world's spotlight in an unprecedented manner. We know that whether or not our children choose careers in science and technology, they need to be comfortable with it to thrive and keep our country competitive in a global marketplace. For years, the New Hanover County Science Fair has been a gateway to encouraging our future scientists and engineers to learn about science and the scientific method, to apply that knowledge, and to share their results.
My project, Alternate Energy Synergy, what I was trying to test was the efficiency, which was more efficient, solar panels or a wind turbine in charging a battery which would later power a car. And I've always been interested in alternate energy and powering different devices with alternate energy, and so that just led me to the question of which would be more efficient.
This year, students of all ages participated in the fair. They contributed a host of unique and original projects that explored alternate energy sources, egg processing, nutrition, and aviation, just to name a few. Each project on display reflected its creator's passion and interest in science.
Well, I came up with it because I wanted to learn more about if people preferred factory eggs or farm eggs.
Well, as you can see, my project is using antioxidants to prevent the browning of an apple, and it basically speaks for itself. And I chose this subject because I love apples and I absolutely hate it when they turn brown.
My science fair project is called the Bouba-Kiki effect. And in the Bouba-Kiki effect, I tested people of different ages. And I got this project by looking at science buddies.
During the fair, each project was viewed by 2 judges. Students had to answer questions, give an overview, and explain their results. Along with looking for scientific evidence and method, judges also measured the students' enthusiasm.
I started at the elementary school level, judging elementary school projects, and I just fell in love with it. It's something that I love to see the light bulb come on when a student figures out what they're doing and why. I love watching them try to explain everything and making sure that they can get a grasp of what might be out there in the future for science.
This year's science fair was another great success. It featured one of the largest groups of elementary participants, as well as a host of interesting topics. The winners of the county science fair will advance to the regional level. Keep it tuned here for future editions of Your School News for the full list of county winners. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
In other news, the New Hanover County Schools Instructional Services Department launched a new parent resource page. The page provides parents with one-step access to instructional resources for each grade level in the content areas of social studies, science, math, and English language arts. The new link titled Instructional Resources for Parents has been added to the Parent Resources page located on the new school system website homepage and will take visitors directly to the new page. The school system's website can be found at www.nhcs.net. Once again, this new online page provides parents with one-step access to instructional resources for each grade level in the content areas of social studies, science, math, and English language arts.
Last week, we reported on the high school students selected for Eastern District Honors Band. This week, we are thrilled to announce the middle school students selected for honors in their grade level. With details on this exciting story is Jamie Stalfort.
Middle school band students from New Hanover County Schools traveled to Greenville to audition for the North Carolina Band Association Eastern District Honors Band last week. For the auditions, the students were required to learn numerous scales, the chromatic scale for their instrument, and a full solo selected by the state of North Carolina. Each student was then asked to perform for a set of judges for ranking against their peers in order to determine who would qualify for the honors band. 6 New Hanover County School middle school bands had members selected with a total of 28 students overall. Students from 30 counties competed for a spot in one of 2 Eastern District honor bands. Selected band members are from Holly Shelter Middle School is Lauren Turner, Allison Cummings, William Tyndall, and Leroy Pridgeon. From Murray Middle School, Carson Dunham, Aiden Smith-Martin, Joseph Miller, Andy Risley, Gregory Kraft, David Bowles, and Riley Gibson. From Myrtle Grove Middle School, Bryn Jewell, Kevin Schickline, Darren Jans, Caleb Price, and Chester Tyson. And from Roland Grice Middle School, Emily Astrike, Morgan Lennon, Riley Hook, Mark Haskins, Dylan Whaley, and Colby Stiers. These students will travel to East Carolina University in Greenville this weekend to rehearse with other members of the All-District Band. They will spend 2 intense days rehearsing and will perform a concert on Saturday, February 1st in the Wright Auditorium on the ECU campus. Reporting for Your School News, this is Jamie Stauffer.
The Marine Science Academy will hold a student/parent information night at the University of North Carolina Wilmington Center for Marine Science, located at 5600 Marvin K. Moss Lane off of Mason-Borough Loop Road. The event will be on Tuesday, February 18th from 5 to 7 p.m. The Academy is open to all students in New Hanover County. There will be a short program presentation, and brochures and applications will also be available.
Starting with the 2014-2015 school year, Forest Hills is looking to offer a Mandarin Chinese immersion program. In order for the Mandarin class to take place, they need to have at least 20 kindergarten students enrolled. The slots will be filled on a first-come, first-served basis. Students in the Forest Hills district will be given priority, but students from other areas have the opportunity to apply to the program.
Why Mandarin Chinese? Because 1/5 of our world speaks Mandarin Chinese. China has the 2nd largest economy, second only to our own, and 3rd because the United States does so much trade with China. It seems like a natural next step for us. Our children are going to be global citizens, and they're going to be moving into a very different world when they graduate from college, and we want to have them prepared. Children in an immersion program have a greater advantage because they do have that second language, and that's what companies above and beyond high school and college are looking for, people who have that second language and understand the importance of a global society.
Forest Hills already has a highly successful Spanish immersion program in which current students are excelling academically while they become fluent in the language. Immersion program applications are available online or for pickup at Forest Hills. The application deadline is March 1st. For more information about the Mandarin Chinese immersion program, contact Forest Hills Global Elementary School at 910-251-6190.
Parsley Elementary 4th and 5th grade AIG students and other interested 4th and 5th graders competed in the National Geographic Bee sponsored by National Geographic Society. On the day of the competition, the grade levels competed against each other in a preliminary round. From round 1, 9 finalists emerged to compete in round 2. Those 9 were narrowed once again to 2 competitors for the championship round. Questions included names of rivers, mountain ranges, and the use of maps to discover the answer to many of the final round challenge questions. The Geography Bee winner was 5th grader Drew for the 2nd year in a row. He has now completed the written Geography Bee test, which will determine his advance to the state level. We wish Drew the best of luck.
International performing artist Bridget Bibbins is bringing the groundbreaking music education program Electrify Your Strings to Murray Middle School. This exciting event will transform the student musicians at Murray into a full-fledged rock orchestra. Bridget will be performing with the students on her handcrafted hot pink 7-string fretted electric Viper violin as part of the 2013 Electrify Your Strings Dream Tour on Thursday, February 6th at 7 p.m. at the Minnie Evans Arts Center. The audience will be entertained by exciting arrangements of contemporary pop music, plus selections by Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, and more. To prepare for this concert, Ms. Bibbins will be focusing the students not only on the material, but on improvisation and personal expression on their violins, violas, cellos, and basses. Once again, the concert will be Thursday, February 6th at 7 p.m. in the Minnie Evans Arts Center. Advance tickets are $5, $7 at the door, and $10 for the VIP section.
Now, when your school news continues, Creed Rassin is here with this week's exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up, Gregory Elementary held a talent showcase that featured a variety of talented students.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
The magical thing about using energy wisely is that anyone can do it. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off computers and game systems when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Grab a grown-up and go online to energy.gov/kids.
This is the hand that sows the seed, that grows the forest, that drinks from the stream, that hugs the mountain, that gives shape to the wind, that carries the kite, that is flown by the child, that is loved by the woman, that toils at the job, that gives to Earthshare, that supports the hand, that sows the seed.
All life is woven together. How can we choose which environmental cause to support? Earthshare, the workplace giving program, makes it simple by bringing the leading environmental groups together under one umbrella. Support Earthshare, and you support them all, including the hands that sow the seeds and protect the forests and the streams and the children. To learn more, please visit our website.
Welcome back to Your School News. All this month, our B block has been devoted to a series of reports on school buses.
New Hanover County Schools Transportation Department operates one of the safest school bus fleets in the state. Bus transportation is provided to elementary, middle, and high school students living at least 1.5 miles from their assigned school. All bus drivers must be 18 years or older and pass a bus driver training program designated by the NC Division of Highways and licensed by the NC Division of Motor Vehicles.
During the month, our series, The Big Yellow Bus, has focused on driver training, care, and maintenance, school bus safety, and today the latest in school bus technology.
School bus GPS tracking devices offer several advantages to school districts. By installing school bus GPS units in vehicles, the New Hanover County school system can offer better services while reducing costs and so much more. GPS technology allows the school system to gather information that helps determine more safe and efficient routes, provide real-time directions to substitute drivers, make sure drivers don't take unauthorized breaks or exceed speed limits. We get more on GPS technology from Cassie Williamson.
Today, GPS tracking and reporting technology is integrated into every device, from smartphones to sneakers and watches. As this emerging technology goes mainstream, school systems are starting to rely on GPS to ensure the safety and security of students on their way to school. New Hanover County School System is among several districts across the state that has implemented a new GPS tracking system on school buses.
This is the best thing technology's brought to transportation, I think, in a long, long time.
The new GPS system allows the system's transportation staff to track the district's over 200 yellow school buses as they transport students about 2 million miles over the course of the school year. A product of Field Force Manager, the GPS system tracks the buses along their daily routine, including noting each time the bus stops and the stop sign arm is extended.
It basically tells us wherever the bus may be and how long it's there, okay? So we can go back and look at the route the bus is supposed to be on and then compare it to what the GPS tells us and says, you know, the bus is doing what it should be doing or not doing what it should be doing. It also tells us, you know, is the bus where it's at any particular time. And then when a parent calls me and says, I haven't seen the bus, we can look it up right then and say, yes ma'am, the bus will be there in 5 minutes, or it's running 20 minutes later, so, or whatever it may be. But it gives us the ability to give us, the parents, real time as to where the bus is and where it's supposed to be. And then also it gives us history, you know.
The system was installed over time and is comprised of a small box on the bus. A small bubble is visible on the top of the bus where the system antenna is. A GPS-equipped school bus has the ability to map out the most efficient route for the bus driver, avoiding wrong turns or high traffic areas. With the help of GPS tracking, school districts can monitor how the bus driver is performing with notifications that report alerts, speeding violations, dangerous cornering, and sudden braking. This information can be used to counsel unsafe drivers and to ensure that children riding a bus reach their destination safely.
And it's improved our ability to manage our employees' time, because now they're clocking in and out on the bus instead of clocking out in the office and walking across to the bus. And again, it's given us a lot more information about how our buses are operating on a day-to-day basis and made us more efficient. You know, we've reduced our driver hours. We've seen where our buses may be sitting up someplace too long, maybe idling too long, and so forth. So again, it gives us a lot of information so we can be more effective and more efficient in how we operate on a day-to-day basis.
GPS tracking software and technology is breaking new ground in school system transportation. The expanding use of software is making students safer in a variety of ways. In addition, it is helping school districts like New Hanover County manage their resource in a way that before took dozens and dozens of man-hours. The future for this type of tech is also expanding, and soon every parent will be able to track their child's bus along its route safely to school and home. Reporting for Your School News, this is Cassie Williamson.
Thank you, Cassie. GPS tracking for school buses is one of the biggest things to happen in the industry. The systems improve student safety and enhance operational efficiency. Almost all systems are customizable and help school districts find ways to simplify and optimize route management, reduce maintenance expenditures, and monitor student drop-off and pickup times. Some of the other benefits of school bus tracking systems include enhanced safety by monitoring speed, redirecting buses away from accidents, control costs by reducing fuel usage, observing onboard engine diagnostics, automating driver logs, timesheets, and more. The future services from GPS technology will include systems that send parents cell phone messages when the bus is within 10 minutes of the student's stop, swipe cards assigned to students that they use when they get off and on the bus, sending a message to parents, and more. The expanding benefits of GPS technology can save school districts money, ensure the safety of students, give parents peace of mind, and help make the daily school bus ride even safer than it already is.
That wraps up our special reports on the Big Yellow Bus. Next month, join us as we count down to the area's biggest science event, Regional Science Olympiad. We'll review events, talk to teams, and showcase this amazing competition.
It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Gone are the days of mystery meat and the crabby hairnet-wearing lunch lady.
Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
Creed Rasson, our lunch menu analyst, joins us now with this week's school lunch menu, so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working in the new Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Here in the newsroom, I've had a chance to review this week's lunch menu. We have a lot of variety this week for lunch. Let's take a look at this week's selections. On Tuesday, January 28th, recharge through your day with delicious oven-fried chicken or Salisbury steak. Pick up a side of mashed potatoes, collards, garden salad, or fresh fruit. On Wednesday, January 29th, it'll be tough decisions between cheesy breadsticks and spaghetti with a breadstick. Keep your good lunching going with broccoli garden salad, chilled peaches, or fruit jello with topping on the side. On Thursday, January 30th, get ready to bring your sombrero for nachos grande, or go neutral with fish sticks. Choose cornbread, glazed carrots, black beans, and corn salad, garden salad, or fresh fruit for a side. For Friday, January 31st, end your month with a hot Philly cheesesteak or a pizza bagel. Add sweet potato puffs, garden salad, or applesauce to the side. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. Add more fiber to your diet. Try dropping a whole orange into the blender. It'll give you almost a third of your day's vitamin C and fiber. That's twice as much as a glass of orange juice. Remember, it's all about eating right. And come back to creamy chicken chowder or warm French bread pizza on February 3rd with mixed veggies, garden salad, and mixed fruit. Everyone should get 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity daily. Physical activity can help you feel better, control weight, lower risk of diabetes, strengthen bones, and build muscles. Now let's look back on some of this week's highlights. Southern's favorite, like Salisbury steak and fried chicken on Tuesday, compete for the glory with Italian dishes on Wednesday, and Mexican nachos grande on Thursday. Well, that does it for this week's lunch menu, so don't miss out on your school's great selections. From Newsroom, this is Creed Rassen, reminding you that every human being is the author of his own illness. Back to you.
Thanks, Creed. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill Affair during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of healthful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now don't go away. Coming up, Gregory Elementary held a talent showcase that featured a variety of talented students.
But up next, we've got the high school sports report with Russell Harrison. Russell will keep you updated on all the games from the coming week.
Your school news will continue after the break.
Therapist.
I want to be a pediatrician.
I was hoping to become a chef someday.
I want to own a big house with the convertible and the jacuzzi and the pool, you know, all the good stuff.
Role models, they don't tell you what to do, but they help you to go where you're going.
I want to study law. I don't want to become a lawyer. I want to become a CIA agent.
Young people, I think, do need a mentor because, you know, we don't know everything. And, you know, all the people, they've experienced stuff that we haven't.
I would like to be a baseball player.
As long as there's somebody behind you, pushing you and supporting you, then you feel that you always have the strength to keep going.
Well, I would like to become like a doctor. That's my first choice.
Sometimes you feel down and you feel that no one really understands and no one knows like where you're coming from. And it's great to see someone who's been where you are now and, you know, making it.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time for sports with Russell Harrison.
Welcome to this week's sports segment. We've got a look at basketball games coming up this week and also last week's scores. In addition, we have wrestling feature in this week's sports segment. Let's kick off things with men's basketball. Millennium Bucks took on West Brunswick Trojans and battled hard all the way to the end and lost. The final score of this game was 44-49. Highgate played against the Topsail Pirates, which seemed like an easy game for the Vikings. The final score was 64-34. The Ashley Screaming Eagles played against South Brunswick and beat them by 18 points with a score of 65-47. In men's basketball this week, all Tuesday games have been canceled due to weather conditions. Please consult the school system's website for rescheduling of these games. If the weather clears, the schedule will resume on Friday. The Lady Bucks will welcome the Topsail to the Jordan Gym. The Ashley Screaming Eagles will cross town to face the Wildcats in Broaden, and the Highgate Vikings will face West Craven. These games are also subject to weather conditions, so please be advised. Last week in men's wrestling, the Buccaneers paid a special tribute to all the seniors on that night. The Buccaneers cruised right through Highgate with a nice win. The final score of this wrestling event was 69-9. This week on Wednesday, January 9th, the Ashley Screaming Eagles will welcome the Laney Buccaneers as they try to take them on. Wrestling will start promptly at 7 o'clock at Ashley High School. Now don't go away, Your School News will be right back after this break.
History's Timeline, a world of history in 60 seconds. Brought to you by New Hanover County Schools. 58 BC, Julius Caesar is appointed governor of Gaul. 51 BC, Cleopatra and her brother become joint rulers of Egypt. 49 BC, the Roman Senate orders Caesar to give up his command. Caesar marches his army into Italy as a gesture of defiance, starting a civil war. 45 BC, Julius Caesar becomes the virtual dictator of Rome. 44 BC, Caesar is assassinated by a group of conspirators. This has been History's Timeline, an educational snapshot of the fascinating people, places, and events that have shaped our past.
Dorothy Parker is known for her disenchanted stories in which she revealed her underlying pessimism. A poet, critic, and short story writer, Parker is famous for her flashing verbal exchanges and malicious wit. A member of the famous intellectual circle, the Algonquin Round Table, Parker is considered one of the most influential women writers of her time. This background in literature has been brought to you by New Hanover County Schools.
Welcome back to your school news. Gregory School of Science, Math, and Technology held their 5th annual Gregory's Got Talent Showcase.
The event featured over 20 student acts that included single performers and group presentations.
The talent show featured many different and amazing talents, everything from singing to karate.
The audience was packed with teachers, parents, and community members who provided each performance with thunderous applause. For many of the popular musical performances, the audience even joined in.
The students rehearsed their number numerous times before the big night, and it definitely showed. Each routine featured precise moves and the young voices sounded amazing.
The show producer, teacher Stacy Belt, was extremely proud and impressed not only with the talent, but with all the hard work and perseverance.
The talent show was also a fundraiser. All the proceeds from the event went to the school's Positive Behavior Intervention and Support Fund. The money helped them during their dynamic dolphin assemblies.
The 5th annual Gregory's Got Talent Showcase was a terrific experience for everyone involved.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. School system holds county science fair, middle school students selected for Eastern District Honors Band, and Parsley students hopes to advance to the state level of National Geographic Bee.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Abby Bowman.
And I'm Chase Fulton. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV and the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Have a great day.